Have you ever wondered why some men fall deeply, madly in love, while others seem to lose interest for no reason? Is there a hidden force that makes a man commit without hesitation? Science says yes, but even men themselves can't fully explain it. Love is a mystery, especially when it comes to what truly captures a man's heart. It's not just about looks, chemistry, or even compatibility. There are deep psychological triggers, silent signals, that make a man feel an unshakable connection. And the craziest part, most people have no idea these factors exist. In this video, we'll uncover the little-known secrets that make men fall in love and stay in love. Things that work on a subconscious level, beyond logic or reason. By the end, you'll understand why some relationships thrive while others fade away. And if you miss even one of these insights, you could be unknowingly pushing love away. Welcome to NeuroVista, where we break down the science of love, attraction, and human behavior. If you're ready to unlock the truth about what makes men fall deeply in love, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's dive in. Before we talk about the things that make a man stay, we need to understand one of the most powerful forces in love: acceptance. Men might not always say it, but deep down, they crave a connection where they feel truly seen and understood. In a world that constantly pressures them to be strong, successful, and always in control, many men carry silent fears. Fear of not being enough, fear of failure, fear of being judged. But when a man finds someone who accepts him, flaws and all, something shifts. He lets his guard down. He feels safe, and that safety creates a bond stronger than any attraction. It's not about ignoring his flaws or pretending he's perfect. It's about making him feel that he doesn't have to prove himself every second, that he can be himself, whether he's confident or uncertain, strong or vulnerable, and still be loved. When a man senses this, something inside him awakens. He stops holding back. He starts opening up, and without even realizing it, he begins to associate that person with home, the one place where he doesn't have to wear a mask. Before we dive into what makes a man fall deeply in love, we need to talk about something most men struggle with: emotional vulnerability. Society teaches men from a young age to be strong, to hide their feelings, to never appear weak. They hear phrases like, "man up," or "real men don't cry," and over time, they learn to suppress their emotions, even when they're hurting inside. But here's the truth. No matter how tough a man appears on the outside, he still feels deeply. He still carries fears, doubts, and insecurities. The difference is, most men don't know how to express them. They worry that opening up will make them look weak, that their emotions will push people away instead of drawing them closer. That's why when a man finds someone who creates a space where he feels safe to share his thoughts, something powerful happens. He starts to lower his walls. He begins to trust in a way he rarely does. He realizes that with this person, he doesn't have to pretend. He can be raw, honest, and real without fear of judgment. And here's what most people don't realize. When a man feels truly understood, he doesn't just connect with that person. He needs them. He sees them as the one person in his life who accepts him not just for his strengths, but for his fears and weaknesses too. And that's when love stops being just a feeling and becomes something unshakable. Before we get into the deeper psychology of love, let's talk about something surprisingly simple: shared experiences. Relationships aren't just built on emotions. They grow through the moments two people create together. The inside jokes, the late-night conversations, the adventures, and even the small daily routines. These are the things that turn attraction into something lasting. Men, just like anyone else, connect through action. It's not always about deep conversations or grand romantic gestures. Sometimes, it's about doing something together: hiking a trail, watching a favorite show, cooking a new recipe, or even just laughing at a ridiculous meme. These shared moments create a sense of us instead of you and me. Hobbies play a big role too. When two people enjoy the same activities, it's not just fun,
It's bonding. Whether it's music, sports, gaming, or art, having a common passion gives a man a reason to keep coming back, to invest time, to build something together. It's in these moments of shared joy that emotional walls come down and real connections form. Even science backs this up. Studies show that couples who engage in new and exciting activities together release more dopamine, the brain chemical responsible for pleasure and attachment.
It's not just about the activity itself. It's about the feeling of experiencing something meaningful together. And the more of these moments a man shares with someone, the harder it becomes to imagine life without them. Before we explore the deeper layers of love, there's something simple yet incredibly powerful that often goes unnoticed: respect and appreciation. While attraction and chemistry may draw a man in, it's the way he feels valued that makes him stay. Men, like anyone else, want to be seen, not just for what they do, but for who they are. They want to know that their thoughts, ideas, and efforts matter. It's not about agreeing with everything he says or always praising him. It's about showing that his opinions are heard, that his contributions are meaningful. Respect isn't just about words. It's in the little things. It's in listening when he shares his thoughts, even if they differ from yours. It's in trusting his decisions, supporting his ambitions, and believing in his potential. A man who feels respected doesn't just feel good about the relationship, he feels good about himself when he's around that person. And then there's appreciation. The truth is, men rarely hear it. Society often expects them to be providers, problem solvers, and protectors. But who tells them, "I see what you're doing, and it matters"? A simple thank you or a moment of acknowledgement can have a bigger impact than most realize. It makes a man feel valued, not just for what he gives, but for the effort he puts into making someone happy. When a man feels both respected and appreciated, something shifts. He stops questioning his place in the relationship. He no longer wonders if he's enough. Instead, he feels secure, like he's exactly where he's meant to be. Before we dive deeper, let's be honest. Physical attraction plays a role in love. It's often the first spark, the thing that catches someone's attention. But here's where most people get it wrong. Attraction alone isn't enough to make a man fall deeply, madly in love. That kind of connection runs much deeper. Men might be drawn in by looks, but what keeps them hooked is something they can't always explain. It's the way someone makes them feel. It's the energy, the chemistry, the unspoken understanding that goes beyond appearances. A beautiful face can turn heads, but a deep emotional and intellectual connection is what makes a man stay. There's a reason why some relationships burn out quickly, while others become unbreakable. The strongest bonds happen when attraction is layered with something more: shared humor, deep conversations, a sense of ease when together. It's that rare feeling of, "I don't just want you, I understand you." Chemistry isn't just about physical touch. It's about emotional and mental stimulation. It's the excitement of a challenge, the thrill of learning from each other, the comfort of being completely yourself without fear of judgment. When all these factors align, it creates something powerful, a connection so strong that even if a man doesn't understand why, he feels it. And that feeling is what makes love last. Love is often seen as a mystery, but when you look closely, certain patterns become clear. Men don't just fall in love because of looks or chance. It's the deep, unspoken connections that make the difference. Acceptance makes them feel safe. Emotional vulnerability allows them to open up. Shared experiences create lasting bonds. Respect and appreciation make them feel valued. And true chemistry goes beyond attraction, forming a connection they can't explain, but never want to lose. Take a moment to reflect. Do these elements exist in your relationships? Sometimes, the smallest shifts can create the strongest connections. Love may be a mystery, but understanding these elements can help unravel the secrets of the heart. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to NeuroVista for more insights on love, relationships, and human psychology. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.